Welcome to For the Health of It. I'm your host, Corian K. Paget, and this is your number one source for all things sports, health, and fitness related.
Oh, hold on, Coach. What does for the health of it stand for?
Good question, Austin. The four and For the Health of It stands for our four principles, which are mindset, movement, nutrition, and recovery.
Okay, cool. Let's do it for the health of it then.
Welcome to another edition of For the Health of It. I'm your host, Corian K. Paget, and today I have with me Coach Javin Dodd. Javin, how are you doing, sir?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
No, the pleasure is mine, man. Hey, I appreciate you reaching out and asking to get on, bro.
Yes, sir.
I've been wanting to get you on, man, and thank you so much.
I appreciate it. I've been seeing everybody been coming on. And I'm like, man, this would be a good time for me to work on. This is speaking more because now that I'm coaching collegiately, you got to be able to recruit and talk things to out there. So I'm still working on that, getting out more. So definitely it's going to be a good experience being on your podcast.
Definitely will, man. So for the listeners and the viewers out there, me and Javin, me and Coach Dodd go way back, man. What,
Yeah.
05? 05, I think is well.
Yeah.
Uh,
05.
That's crazy, man. You were at Goucher High School. I was at Biloxi High School.
Yep.
Now you would let's just clear the air. Clearly a much better athlete than I ever could dream of. But for some reason, he was at this. We were both at this athletic training camp, and that's where we met, man. I don't know if we were the only two black people there, but if we weren't the only two black, okay.
Yes, he was.
All right, I definitely remember being if not the only two, like two or three. So man, it's always good to see you, man.
Yeah, I remember we were a lot younger, a lot skinnier, but it was definitely. As soon as we met, man, we kind of clicked. We were like, oh man, you taking this too? Because it really was like a volunteer. It was it wasn't like it was hours because we were thinking about our paths, what we were gonna do. So it was crazy meeting up because it wasn't something that I would normally do. I don't even know how I heard about it. I just knew like, no, this is what I want to be. So it was really a dope experience. And then I still remember how to do the figure eight stuff from there.
Facts, man. Hey, that's crazy.
It is.
All right, man. So let's talk about your history, man. So we met in 05, and that started our junior year.
All right.
Katrina came in August that year. So how was Katrina? Because I always hear about how Katrina affected Gulfport, Biloxi. You know, basically, I know it affected everybody here on the Gulf Coast, Mississippi Gulf Coast. Right. But how did it affect y'all over in Goucher?
Goucher, we got a lot of flooding. So it was kind of close to Prescott. I think, what was it? No, that was I forgot which one, but I think Waveland or something like that got hit something bad. But we got hit a lot of flooding. So we had a lot of flooding. We was attempted to go on top of our roof because we were like, man, if we get any worse, we want to get on our roof. And now the best thing that I couldn't swim at the time, so I just learned how to swim. So the only person who knew how to swim was my dad. So it was going to be a bad situation because it kind of surprised us. We thought we were going to be that bad, and we stayed. You know, we shouldn't have stayed, but it was a lot of my friends had to swim at their house and all that kind of thing. So Goucher got hit really bad with the flooding. That really cost a lot of people their homes and everything. So we got hit pretty hard.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, it's about the same as in Biloxi, man. Just hearing you talk about it, dude. Had we stayed at home, me and my mom and my cousin and my sister that were at our house, had we stayed there, oh no. I'm saying it, and people don't believe it. They think I'm being hyperbole, but dude, somebody would have done it. We stayed in a one-story house.
I believe it because I'm from Biloxi, you know, because we stayed there because I moved to Goucher later on. Right. But my grandpa's house, he had a house there close to the lighthouse, so it was over there. Right. So his stuff, he had a 2-story house too. It was over there. It was over that. So I know at the time, Biloxi, if you was there, like I thought, I get you on that.
Oh yeah. Now who your people in Biloxi?
Well, currently, my dad, he's from Biloxi. Elvis died, so he's there now. My dad and my stepmom are there. Most of my family in Gulfport now, but shoot, all my everybody moved out by now. But the Dodd family, we known for, what is it, Oak Street or something like that. Yeah. So we've been out there. I went to middle school. Well, I went to elementary there, middle school there, and then I left. So I went to elementary there and middle school as well. I forgot the schools, but I was there for a little while before I got up out of there and went to Goucher, and where I moved a lot of places.
Okay, that's what's up, man. I ain't know that. That's cool.
Yeah.
So, I assumed when I first met you, because you was tall, you played basketball in high school, but track was your number one sport, right?
Yep.
So
I actually played basketball later on. I started late. I started back in 11th, 12th grade year because, I wasn't really playing sports. It was really focused. My parents didn't want me to get in no trouble. So I didn't play sports until my 11th and 12th grade year, almost on the team. So I started basketball, and, I started getting better later on. But for football, I knew, this ain't me. And so what happened in Goucher, that 11th grade year, I went out there and jumped. And after that one jump, I was like, oh, that's pretty, they said it's pretty far. I'm like, okay. And so ever since then, it trickled to me moving to Alabama my senior year, my second half of my senior year in high school. I moved to Alabama, Mobile, and I had a couple of schools, but my dad went to South Alabama, and he asked, Lee Evans. He's a Hall of Famer, gold medalist, 1968. And he asked what I need to do to get a scholarship, and he was like, you just jump 23. And so we went outside, went to the thing, and I just jumped it. And that's how I got into college. Just right there, really. It was kind of weird, it was kind of crazy, but that's how it really happened. Goucher, it wasn't it's not a lot of scouts looking for you. You have to really market yourself, especially for track. Not coaches now, coaches like us, I think now you shouldn't have to do as much, but back then, unless you doing yourself, it's hard to get seen back then, I think.
No, that's facts, man. I mean, especially in that Jackson County area,
yes.
With Pascagoula, Moss Point, Goucher, y'all got the short end of the stick, and then you can even lump Van Cleve into that. Van Cleve in, you see, compared to like a school like Ocean Springs, for sure we all know Ocean Springs is like the quote unquote cream of the crop when it comes to Jackson County. And then you look at schools like St. Martin, they get a lot of love, but Goucher definitely has that red-headed stepchild syndrome. Yeah,
because when you go to your track in Biloxi, even before the new school, y'all had everything. And then we didn't have a track. We had to drive to Pascagoula to use their track, Pascagoula High School.
Right.
And all we run inside a little parking lot. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we had to do. So Goucher wasn't even on the map and then you start making headway. You start coming out there with y'all and Biloxi meet, Gulfport meet, and then that's how I knew about the powerhouse of how Biloxi y'all Willem and Dillon. Football players come out of there. People ain't been all season. All of a sudden you've been winning the whole year. All of a sudden you get somebody come at the last part of the season regionals. Oh yeah, he ready to play football. That's the worst.
Yeah. Man, hey, but your class, that group of y'all at Goucher now, y'all had some hitters too now.
Yeah.
I don't know if Ike Cherry ran track, but I know Ike and then Jimmy Royster too. So
Jimmy?
Yeah.
That boy.
And what's my boy name? Gaynor. What's Gaynor's first name? Mario or something like that.
DeMario Grant Gaynor. Yeah, he was a big football beast as well. Yeah, we had a good sprinter, a lot of good sprinter, but definitely Jimmy. He was faster than me. He was faster than me, definitely. And the 100 and all that stuff. He was a pure sprinter, boy. He was a real good runner. I had real good speed, which helped me as be a good jumper.
Gotcha. Okay, so you get your scholarship. So what high school did you go to in Alabama, in Mobile?
I went to Davidson High School.
Real talk?
Yeah, went to Davidson. Yep.
And did you ever meet an old guy? What's his name? Pastor Davis in a wheelchair.
Yes, I know you're talking about. I know you're talking about. I thought you were finna say somebody else, but yes, I do know him. I was thinking about you finna say this guy that actually taught me how to triple jump, but I know who you're talking about. So I did meet him. But I didn't say much there because I came my second year. I came in December, January when I went to Mobile, and that's crazy. I'm always back then. Even that, I was a real shot person. I ain't saying that much to nobody really.
Right.
So all I knew was track because really because they had to take tests. I passed all them tests for seniors to graduate, so I had one class at Davidson, and so I just had track, and so that actually helped me. And that move helped me get seen a lot. I could have went to a lot of different schools, but just having that coach to believe in me, like just do this, and that changed my trajectory. And also a good story from that. That's how I met Julio Jones.
I was about to say, yeah. Okay.
He was at Foley. And what I'm saying, I was jumping, I came here, I feel like I was killing these guys out there. And then this guy said, you good, but you ain't Julio good. I'm like, you talking about Julio? I'm like, it wasn't Julio, it was like Jack, it was something. I know his real fast name, but I was like, man, he all right. This man came out there at State. Like, that's the first time I'm at State. Dude jumped one time and walked away.
I hate
jumped 25 feet. Jumped 25 feet, walked away. He said, "Oh, that's good, man." You know, and I was at 23, so I was like, "No."
Let me know when somebody gets close to this, and I'll come back.
I was like, "No, you didn't do it." After I feel like that was he sunned me. I talked to him, we laughed. I'm like, "Man, I ain't never had that." That right there pushed me to college. Like now I know if I get to college, that's how everybody gonna be. Like this. So you better work every time. Like that's how the elite is right there. They'll jump and look at it. Okay, we're good. And what you gonna do about it? And so that changed my mindset to how it's a process. Not okay. I'm trying to win. It's a process to win. To be a champion. He put in work. It didn't show there, but he put work in the weight room. He wasn't a good like form jumper. He was strong as heck, and that's why I said, okay, I need to get in the weight room too. Cause back then, what was the weight room? We said people like don't you're gonna get big. You can't weight room as a track person.
Right.
That was wrong. No, that was wrong.
Facts.
You're not getting big. If you're running and sprinting, you're not gonna get. Oh, you're gonna get big. It's like the females think they're gonna get big. You're not getting big. We run too much out here. You're not getting big. So that's the myth that we kind of debunkle right now. That track people need to be in the weight room just like everybody else. We might need more specific stuff. Power, lifting, and all that, but definitely need to be in the weight room. So I learned a lot from that, from Mobile, Alabama. They taught me that. So
dope. So a couple things about when I asked you about Pastor Davis, that's actually my uncle. So yeah. That's like I met a couple people that went to Davidson. So yeah, that's my uncle, man.
Wow.
My mom's. So him and my granddaddy. On my mom's side are brothers. So yeah, that's my uncle, man. I can call him up right now if I want to. So that's crazy that you met him.
That's crazy.
Also, and anybody that don't know, Davidson is also where Jamarcus Russell went to school at.
I do know that. I ain't gonna lie. Michael McNeil came out.
Demarcus Cousins went there too, right?
Yeah. No, he went to. He went to. It was in Mobile, but I don't know. I don't think it was Davis unless he came there before me. But it was. I don't know, it was LaFleur or something. But the Boogie Cousin came out of LaFleur.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Right there. So at the same time, so I did meet him. Okay. This when he was, more aggressive.
Right.
His temper was bad. If you was roadside, this dude, he was, big as that. So a lot of people came out of the Mobile area. Like, man, these guys are really on that level. Beast like that, and that kind of up me. Like it's different. Mississippi has some beasts, but these I don't. That level was a whole another level that I'm used to. It's kind of like Biloxi. Like it had all Biloxi type schools, and then no Goucher schools.
Right. Man, I love Biloxi. I went there and I worked there for a little bit. Aspired to go back at one point, but
yes.
Hey, man, like we got it as far as the facilities, but right now we need Coach French. That's who's down. Excuse me, that's who's down there for football right now. He's doing his thing. He's building a good program. But yeah, We need a little. We ain't there yet, man. We ain't there yet. We need to win a state championship before I claim that.
That's true. That is true. I guess, it's the facilities, like as a young person thinking in, you see the facilities like, man, I wish I had this. I wish I had those little things. And like you said, track is one of those sports. It's hard to win a championship because it's an individual sports, but it comes together as a team. And that's what people don't understand. Y'all have great talent, but you're right. It's different when you have to bring together the team, everybody scoring together. And so that's what makes track a little tough, because you still focus on yourself, but you really want to win a championship. You got to teach the kids that.
Facts, man. And just thinking about, man, like you said, the individual athlete. I got blessed, dude. My first couple of years coaching, my first 4 years coaching, I was supposed to coach distance runners, right? I was supposed to coach distance runners. Like the 2 days before the first day of practice, they was like, yeah, logistics reasons, you're not coaching distance runners. You're going to be coaching throwers. So after I had went and got all this training for like distance runners,
Lord.
on a 2-day notice, I had to switch up and do throwers. So I didn't know any of these cats. I ain't know, I didn't know anything about throwing. Man,
Right.
I had a guy on my team. I had 2 guys on my team that had either won district the year before or came in second for a shot put in disc. And then on the girls' side, I had a prodigy as a 9th grader. And I had 2 juniors that were beasts also on the girls' side. So I grew up quickly, but, it made me look good as a young coach, man. I can't lie. Had one girl make it to state. She made it to state. 9th grader made it to state all 4 years. She ended up winning her junior year and senior year for shot put.
That's the way you go out. And so, Corey, think about that. So the reason I think that you're successful, even though you had prodigy, is a lot of coaches, because I'm a jumper, so I coach the jumps. Because I tend to coach the jumps, I may not study as hard as I should have because I think I know it. So you had to, oh shoot, I got 2 days. Oh man, I know you kind of person is, hey, if I'm gonna teach these students, my athletes, I'm gonna make sure I know what I'm doing. So I bet you was out there, you know every little thing. You're watching videos, and so that kind of helped you. It's gonna help you. Gonna be a head coach, better coach, because you understand that, hey, stuff I'm not good at, you're gonna study harder for. And so that I think that really that actually propelled you to be a better coach, because now you just can't go off my top of my head. I'm about to learn, and you learn how to coach the athlete, not the sport, not the event. Because you had a prodigy. Let her be a prodigy. Yes, you probably had, okay, first we'll do a power throw. Just stay there until we learn technique, because you already can throw far. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna tweak little things as you go, as you develop, and that's how. Well, of course, she probably took a downgrade as she started learning technique, right?
Right.
And she got better when she put the technique into her prodigy skill, and that takes time. That's what people understand about track. You might take downgrades in whether the college or anything once you start learning, but then you're gonna prepare quickly. Boom! Once you get everything together, because you got like skill with the correctness. I can be the fastest person in the world, but if I don't know how to run right, I'm wasting time. I'm not gonna win. And so that's why I think that made you have to, okay, shoot, what, coach? But that shows nothing. You didn't say, oh, no, I can't do that. Some people say, no, I ain't gonna do it. You told me I gotta do this. I'm not doing that. And then that would have stifled your growth.
Facts, man. I know. I definitely wasn't turning it down, man. At that time, I think I was like 23, 24, fresh out. So I was like, nah, I ain't turning this down, man. I was all about the grind back then. So I definitely wasn't turning that down. And like I said, it propelled me and her mom. It's crazy because I actually went to school with her brother. So me and her mom talked recently, and I was like, man, she was like, well, Coach Pat, I told you this was gonna happen. This was gonna happen, and this gonna be good for your future. And I was like, yeah, you told me that like 6 years ago, and it worked out.
They gonna tell you that. They gonna tell you what it.
Man, but you said something right there, Coach. You said with track, you go have that one person that's pretty good at it, right? And then when you teach them that proper technique, you said they downgrade for a little bit.
Yes.
And talk about that, because I see that all the time.
So I'm gonna take the jump because I'm a jumpers coach. So initially when kids jumping, say hang whatever they technique they want. So when you just tell them run and jump, they're gonna run, jump, run real fast, pop. You say, oh man, this kid he went far. He just went like a half approach. And so now I start teaching. Okay, for you to stay in the air, you have to have a knee drive, right? Because as soon as you start moving your legs down or look down, you're coming down, right? Oh, okay. And as soon as you add that in there, they understand the concept. To me to go far, my speed takes me out, right? So that's how I get my distance. But my height is going to help me get up and get my feet out. And so when they start thinking about those things, the kind of things, it kind of gets boggled down. And now they forget about their natural ability. They start focusing on, okay, coach told me to drive up. And now it's like a robotic or it's frustration. And so in track, that happens because high school is not so long. The season, you got so many jumps in between. You got so many jumps, right?
Right.
The mentality in high school, and with kids, I'm trying to break even. Well, I'm not in high school no more, but the mentality in high school is every jump, they trying to be a PR, a personal best. They get frustrated, and I let them know, early season is for you trying to be a master jumper, what I call my jumper master jumper. You trying to become a master jumper. Just like if you're airborne, you got to take jumps to do that, you know? And so as I start teaching you how to fall, how to do that, you're going to think about stuff and you're going to take steps back. Even with sprinters, they do the same thing. But more you add, the more they're going to take away. You got to teach them. This is part of the plan. I got this marked out. I know you're going to downgrade. That's why I like to show kids, athletes, different marks where they are starting later on and say, hey, you took a leap back, but now look in practice. I ain't show you this. I didn't show you the mark, but you were jumping 22 in practice, but you never knew. But you thought, oh, coach, it's not. I don't feel far because they're thinking about what you're telling them, and so that's the biggest thing in track that I learned in college, but I didn't know in high school. Nobody else told us that either. We thought every time we're gonna be our best, do our best every time. You're not. It's your body. Stuff gonna happen. Sometimes meat is gonna be about not scratching, or let me get my feet out. You have to pick little things. And so if you think, if kids think, this mark defines who I am, wherever I jump defines who I am as a jumper, then they all going to be like this to you. But now you teach the athletes, no, every meet we have a goal. When you get to state, it's about winning. But this week 2 meet is about, I want you to jump 6 jumps, consistency. I want you to have the same mark, same thing this time. This meet, you challenging them. So they'll never think about the mark until I'm at state. Boom, boom, boom. Now you reading everything in my bar. You pop, coach, I jumped 23. You're happy by that moment, and you're like, coach, I had more of that. Now they telling you, coach, nah, coach, that was a good jump, but I had more of that. And so they start understanding, coach, dang, I jumped 19, but I know why I jumped 19. You know, that I hate what discouraged me as a coach starting off, because he's like, man, I jumped 19. They like this. I don't know. No. Tell me why you think you did. What felt wrong? And so that's what I mean by the more you learn, you're gonna take a step back to get better, because you need time for your skill to catch up with the actual event. What's the definition of a long jumper? A long jumper, to be a good long jumper, you got to run fast. Well, the object of the long jump is to jump as far as you can, without go as far as you can, right?
Right.
You know, and then the farthest part behind you, that's where they mark. So you're trying to get as far as you can. A lot of athletes, they trying to jump up and come down. they don't want to get dirty. They don't want to get dirty. You've seen that 1,000 times. They jump up and they land on your feet. You teach them, as soon as they land on their feet, you lost 2 feet of your jump. Because let them go and measure your leg. Your leg at 3 feet, you lost 3 feet. You didn't get no leg. And so that you teach those little things to break that mentality of, you know, if I ain't winning, I ain't getting better. Like sometimes I feel lose, like, man, you jump bad. I'm like, nah, you jump 18, but look at this. Let me show you this. Look at the height you did. They like, oh, dang, okay. They start seeing the good, and that's why you should videotape the athletes.
Facts.
And break the tape down and tell them what you're not. I'm not trying to talk about deep knowledge sports pedagogy model. Right. Breaking down to the littles and understand, hey, this is what you get your feet up and keep it up. You know what I'm saying? And teach them what you're looking at.
Right.
So now they understand, yeah, I took a step back, but I got better at this.
Okay. Okay. All right. So before we get too far, man, hey, look, I forgot to I mentioned you my homie and whatnot. Man, where are you working at now?
So I'm at Goucher College in Baltimore, Maryland. So I'm in Baltimore, Maryland now. So this is my first year out here. I left from I was coaching at Bryan High School, which you saw me at, and I was helping with University of Alabama strength and conditioning. I was helping with tennis and things like that, helping with the weightlifting there. So so I decided to come out here, get a chance to jump into the collegiate realms and then work my way up, you know.
Okay. Hey, you just said you were doing some strength and conditioning for the tennis team.
Right.
You got your CSCS or anything like that?
Yes, I did. That's where I went to University of Alabama for. I went there to teach physical education. So at that time, that's when I learned about CSCS, helping with the University of Alabama strength and conditioning program. So I ended up getting that last summer. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, when we get off now, I got to get you on that the African Americans Performance Coaches Association. I didn't know you had your CSCS, man. So it's like a little network of African American performance coaches, and it's basically just we're networking, we're trying to help each other out.
Okay, yeah, definitely. Because this is gonna be my first, because I'm also doing strength and conditioning with the track for my program. So it's definitely, because it's something I just got it, so I didn't think about. Yeah, it's a network of people, because really I didn't really see how much important it was until I started doing it. At
Right.
first, I was just one of those coaches. I'm a long jump coach, triple jump jumps coach. Yeah, I knew about lifting as an athlete, but learning that kind of helped me as a coach as well. Learning that piece of it, it changed a lot. I learned how to do different specific things to help jumpers.
Right.
So I'm definitely can't wait to meet up with everybody.
Definitely, man. So let me ask you this: you hit me up and you said one thing you want to talk about is helping an athlete choosing the right coach versus the big name school. Talk to me about that.
Right. So definitely, I think that's the biggest thing, because I hear now that I'm recruiting, and I'm just, sometimes I'm from a distance hearing little things like that. So the goal is, I'm gonna go to Division I, I'm going to big name school. Even though I went to Division I, the reason why I went to school because of the coach at the time, and reason why you want to do that, because if you go to a big name school, which is good, we all want to go to the big whatever school you think is big. You always want to go to school, but say you jump to 25. That school may have 6 people that jump 25. Yes, you're on that team, but did you look at the growth of these athletes? Are you gonna jump 20 and stay at 25, 26? Are you gonna stay? Are you gonna get better? And so a lot of kids, they look at the head, they look at the school, but they don't look. Who's an event coach there? Okay, you are using NCAA rules, but I'm gonna find out a lot about. I'm gonna ask this player. Let me ask him about what do you like in me? And so you have to ask him, what do you like? What do you see in me? What do you see? What's your vision in me? What's your goal in me? And I tend to ask that. A lot of coaches be surprised. Okay, they ask me a question. That's why I teach ask them a question. What's going on there? Because you might have the gear. Like this is Division III school. We got all the gear that Division I got. The only thing the difference between Division I and Division III is the number of sports. The competition is still good. You know that it don't matter. Everybody rolling, right? It just, what is your preference? Maybe your preference is to go to the school, but if you go to the school, you can get lost very quickly. And Division I schools, they don't give you a lot of time to figure out, if you're not jumping good, okay, we're going to take this away. Other schools might give you some time. Okay, give you some time. You got your freshman, you're learning. Some schools want, hey, you didn't jump this. Hey, we bought time, our money. We put a full ride on you, and you're not jumping good. Well, we're gonna have to take books this time. You heard about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so if you didn't choose a school that is going to help you worry about your development more than, okay, the number, if you don't hit this number, well, I see you. And so that's why you have to choose a school, university. Of course, your education first. We're going to allow you want to take the stuff you want, but you definitely want to find out about what your bench coach. If you're a sprinter, Look at your sprint coach. Your head coach, you probably never ain't gonna talk to them. You know, so you have to understand. You have to understand that is more important. You're gonna be around this person for 4 years, Lord willing that person leave. You're gonna be at practice every day, meets. This person gotta know how to talk to you. Can this person talk to you? Can this person understand you? Or this person old school? He not gonna understand. He don't want to hear none of that new stuff. What you talking about? He want to hear you. You know what I'm saying? So that's a bit. And black kids are shocked. They get to school. Okay, I got this nice shirt on. I got this big A on, and you get there, and they're like, all right, you know, they don't even know you there. Mm-hmm. If you ain't running with the top 3 practice with them, I didn't know you were here. Oh yeah, you run right behind them. You'll get lost. Of course, some athletes that propels them, but if you want an athlete, you know that you need somebody to believe in you, trust in you. Don't look at the big school. Don't look at the vision. Look at, okay, let me see if I can find this coach. This coach who reached out to me. Okay, what you like about me? What is your philosophy? What is your thing? And that's big for kids, but it's not too big. You finna give 4 years to your life to somebody. They want you for a reason. They either want you to help them make them money, make them look good, or they believe in you and they want to work together with you. And that's what I'm trying to get athletes to see. Is a coach want to work together. He want to see you grow more than you grow. You know what I'm saying? He want the same thing you want. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes, he wants you to win stuff, but if he see you improve, that gonna mean something to him. He saw something in you when he saw you jump. You know, I see this mark. Let me go see you. You know, and so that's what I'm hoping for. I am Division 3 level. I always been Division 1. I thought the same thing, and I understand it now. Seeing really the indoor. You saw North Carolina State.
Right.
Rolling.
Right.
Rolling everybody up. And you know why? Them girls, everybody, that coach, they like this. They you know what I mean? It ain't no big A, ain't no big L, and it just, coach, I'm here. Let's go roll. Who up here? Who line up? I don't care what you line up. I don't care USC, anybody. Big Ten, FBC, I don't care what he is. Run up on me. We gonna roll them up, coach, because we did this in practice. And so you want them coach, like me starting coaching will intimidate me because I look at that coach. Everybody, all the coaches, why they like, And me, I want to be in the fire with you.
Right.
You may like a coach like that. You may not like coach, but I'm a coach like, hey, I'm with you. Let's go. Like, I'm not gonna go crack about, like, hey, I believe you. I want you to know I believe in you. I'm watching. I'm with you. Some of the coaches, you go to the meet, you'll never see them again. You'll see them at the end. They ask you, how'd you do? Did you win? Did you jump good? All right. Oh, dang. Jump far next time. Like, you're like, what?
Oh, man.
And I'm telling you, I know it is. That's why don't forget, that's what it's for. It's belief. That's what a coach is. He has a vision that you want the athlete to understand that vision you have, and y'all want to go together. If they don't believe in the vision, like a teacher, if the kids don't believe what you're telling them, they're going to be throwing stuff on the wall, going in like, I don't believe you. You're just talking to the wall. You didn't ask the kid, oh, why are y'all here? Like, what are you here for? You know what I'm saying? What the kid might not, he already know how to do 2 + 2. And you talking about, 2, you got to add 1, 2. Like, he like, I know this, coach. And so that's why you get a coach that understand, hey, you're an adult. Let me ask you, do you understand what I'm saying? You understand that? Some coaches gonna dumb it down to you, like you feel small, like, coach, I'm not stupid. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm telling, that's why it's important. I'm telling athletes now, I'm reaching athletes now, is I'm kind of coach who wants to see how you fit. How can I make you better? Because theoretically, that's why high school people, if they're good enough, go pro quickly. Because if they go to college, they're not going to teach Coach Bianca Knight, there's one person, they're going to coach the whole Texas.
Right.
You know, even though she's good.
Right.
I can't coach one person. So you got to understand, some coaches still would try, they're still trying to set stuff up, but it's Bianca Knight, you know what I mean? You know, so she like, okay, let me, you know, I need my own personal coach, my own personal trainer, you know what I'm saying? So that's why it's one of those elements as well. So if you go to a big school, you've been good, but you might get lost in the sauce, you know. And the day you want to enjoy what you do. You want to enjoy being around a coach. Think about how long you around your athletes. Imagine if you didn't care about what they think, a little bit of how they feel, how to talk to them. Some needs to pull to the side, some needs to a little firm in them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Some coaches don't care what you need, and that's the old school. We ain't kids do this 6 times 800. They ain't gonna tell you why. What this help build? I can tell already. I never seen you coaching. I can tell you. I bet you right now. You tell kids why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? What's gonna help? What's it gonna build? I bet already. I have never seen you coach, but I know you done that. But I know what kind of man you are. What kind of your heart is. Right. I know you breaking it down to kids so they can understand. I'm not trying to kill you. I'm trying to build you. I'm trying to build something on you so you get better, so you improve. It's gonna break you down. But I'm honestly, my vision. I see a vision for you. You know.
No, that's definitely true. That's definitely what I do, man. That is definitely what I do.
I already know.
And I haven't seen you coach much, but when we have been at the indoor meets in Alabama, you know, I got to see you and you and my boy, and I was like, yeah, oh, boy, man, look at my boy Javin in action, man, and just the way you demonstrate, and like you got something I don't have, like. I told somebody that before. I was like, bro, the fact that somebody else was an athlete and they did excel at it, if they're a good teacher too, they're going to help their athletes so much better. And I believe the way you demonstrate, man, you were over there demonstrating how you take off and you drive the knee up, this. I was like, oh, my God, look at him. I think I took a video of it. I either took a video of it or I couldn't take a video of it because my phone was either dead or out of storage. But I was like, man, my boy doing good work out there in Alabama, man.
It's crazy you said that. I learned that. I can definitely see how at first, if you think, okay, I've done this before, and you think you'd be a good coach. And that's what kind of messed me up. My first year as a coach, I'm like, okay, you know, you can't expect somebody to do everything you just did. No, I had to actually step back, okay, see how they jump. And based on how they jump, I make my movements, and that's okay. Yeah, I know I do different things. So I had to learn, like I said, to teach. And you're right. I had to learn, okay, how can I teach this and not just say, okay, be a Michael Jordan or Kobe. Just go do it. You know what I'm saying? So I had to, okay, I had to think about that. Okay, how can I break this down and understand athletes love when they feel you in the fire with them. So they see me doing it too. That's why I stay in shape best I can, even though I be having pains. Because they see me doing it and say, okay, coach, anime, coach, they want, okay, they want to run through a wall. They want to get out there. You know what I'm saying? And they understand it. I can show them. I can tell you this talking to you, but this seeing it is so much better. And that's why you're the same way. When I watch you're teaching girls how to weightlift, and I'm watching you do that. I'm like, you know, that's the hardest thing. One of the things, the hard thing to do is to teach people how to weightlift, especially young female athletes. It definitely takes patience, and that's what makes a teacher coach like it's patience. Not if they don't understand, you can't just go crazy like, oh, why you don't understand this? You have to be okay. Let me do. That's why you've probably seen me do 1,000 times. I've done it 1,000 times in practice, but I still gotta be patient. When they got the aha moment, coach, I got it. Boom, and you look at it, you smile. To me, it's even better to be an athlete. I enjoy coaching more than as an athlete. And that's crazy to say it because I am the record holder for the University of Alabama. So, but I enjoy this more than I competing. And then I love competing, but just seeing that moment, they smile, coach, I got it. And they look in your eye like, coach, that's how I looked at my coach eye. He told me I was going to jump my jump before I jumped. He's like, man, you finna break the school record.
Nice.
And he told me that, and that's it. That's the kind of coach I want to be. That know my athletes. Oh. You about to jump big right here. I know you are. I know who you are. You know what I'm saying? And so that showed me he know me so well. Like, and so that teach me that, hey, to be a good teacher, I had to care about me wanting them to learn, care about them. And so I'm definitely learning. I got a lot of way to go. College is a lot different, but I got a long way to go, you know, and believe me, I got some flack for being like that. Like, man, you know, that's not professional, doing all that, you know, jumping around. A lot of people want to be, you know.
Stoic, yes.
Stoic. So I wasn't sure how to be like, can I be myself? And then I had to be like, just be myself, you know. I had to be myself. And that is who I am. I like to show. I like to do. I like to be in the fire, and it has worked so well. It works well for me so far. So I'm being myself.
Cool. Well, hey man, we finna get you up out of here. Before we get you up out of here, Jay, how can folks reach you if they want to reach you?
Definitely. You can go to definitely for athletes. We have our website, Goucher University. I can put in the link and all that kind of stuff to reach out. My email, my school email, University of Goucher University email. You can reach me there. And of course, I have a social platform, Instagram and stuff like that. But definitely athletes, if you try to reach out to me, definitely go to our school and do a question there. I love to everybody reach out. I would definitely email or text, whatever I gotta do. Send me your tape. I'll break it down for nothing. Break it down, and I will break it down to eat the littlest parts and help you, let you come to my school or not. Don't care. I want to help push the culture of jumping. So definitely look me up on that. And I'm also on YouTube as well. I don't post nothing there, but you can find me there with my email. So I post that as well in the description as well on our podcast. So
yeah. So all of this is right below. All of this is below his Instagram, Facebook, and his YouTube and his school info. So hey, if y'all looking for a good coach to work with, that's my guy, Javin Dodd. Javin, we appreciate you coming on.
I appreciate it, man.
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
it, brother.
Excuse the interruption. It's me, K-Pad, and I just want to say thank you for tuning in and listening to For the Health of It on whatever streaming service you choose. Be sure to subscribe and give us a good rating. Now back to the show.